Hello guys, this is your health and life coach Paris Constantinou, and today I would love to talk to all of you about one of the most important chapters, if you will, and subjects in our personal lives. And there's a lot of fuss that's been going on in regard to this very specific subject for a long time now. And what I'm talking about here today is positive thinking. That's right, positive thinking. And is positive thinking real? Does it work? Does it matter at all? So the answer is yes. But today I would love to make a subtle discrimination about what positive thinking is all about. And there are a lot of misconceptions when it comes to positive thinking, the right way to do it. And there is actually a wrong way of thinking in a positive fashion, and the right way to apply this very wonderful principle that can most definitely improve the quality of our personal lives. And what I'm talking about here is that there are certain ways, there are certain strategies, if you will, that one can use immediately at any given moment of time to start changing his or her way of thinking from a conditioned kind of negative way to a positive or super positive, if you will, way of thinking. And these ways, these principles, these strategies that one can start using at any moment of time to start thinking positively in an effective manner, in an efficient way, is an intelligent way of thinking, okay? One has to start thinking in an intelligent or superbly intelligent way of thinking. So an intelligent way of thinking is a form of positive thinking, okay? You don't want to start thinking out of fear, functioning out of the emotion of fear. You see things, you start thinking and seeing things the way they are. You're in touch with the external reality, right? You start seeing things the way you are, and then in your mind's eye, you start thinking positively and start seeing things the way you want them to be. And then positive thinking, the right way of viewing things in a positive fashion, is not only to see them in your mind and use creative visualization, okay, mind imagery, to see them the way you are. This is the first step. The second step that one has to take, right, is to start taking massive determined action towards the materialization of that specific goal, if you will, right? So one way of thinking positively is the intelligent way, to start thinking in an intelligent fashion. The second strategy that one can use at any given moment of time to change his or her way of thinking from a negative one to a positive one is the commonsensical way of thinking. Common sense. Common sense, believe it or not, is a superpower. It's a superpower that our Creator, that God, our Creator, if you will, gave us all, but we're not really using it. And you see, if we're not using a muscle regularly, that muscle will atrophy, right? So we need to start using the superpower of our common sense massively. So common sense, if we start thinking in a commonsensical way, this will help us to start thinking in a positive fashion as well. So number one, thinking intelligently, it's a gross form of positive thinking. Thinking commonsensically in a commonsensical fashion, that's another great form of positive thinking, right? So there are bad thoughts. The third strategy, the third principle is to create with your soul, with your brain, good thoughts. Not bad thoughts, but good thoughts. Creating constantly throughout the day, during a day, creating again constantly good thoughts instead of bad ones, right, will push you to start thinking positively. And actually there was an ancient Persian religion that used to have as a core of its religious beliefs the principle, the cosmic principle, if you will, of good words, good thoughts, and good deeds, good actions. So another thing is thinking, creating with your mind, with your brain, good thoughts. So these are some basic principles and strategies that one can use at any given moment of time to start thinking positively, right? Okay, so thinking positively again is thinking of the consequences of your action. And you must be operating, thinking out of true knowledge, okay, of true information, not BS, okay? So one way of helping yourself to start thinking in a more positive fashion is to start researching, start studying, and start educating yourself in regard to profound knowledge, in regard to true knowledge. And there's a huge and a limited amount of knowledge, true knowledge, around us today, at the net, at the internet, at the social media, at the books. Books are still the king of information, the king of true knowledge. So we must make better choices. We must start thinking in a more positive fashion and make more positive choices in what kind of sources of information we gain access on a daily basis. So this is a short speech in regard to positive thinking, creating better quality thoughts, more joyful thoughts, happier thoughts, more creative thoughts, if you will, good thoughts, commonsensical thoughts, intelligent thoughts. All these are strategies or forms, different forms of positive thinking. So again, this is Paris Constantinou, your health and life coach, having made a short reference in regard to the huge subject, this very important subject of positive thinking, and I'm wishing you all from the bottom of my heart to have the most wonderful, the most beautiful day ever. May God bless you all. Bye.